I'm Pat Hughes with this week's Upstream Ideas 2-minute warning. They say history repeats itself, and here in Illinois, it seems like we're on a continual loop of tax increases, bad policies, and even worse politicians. 2017 wasn't a great year for families and taxpayers. It was simply more of the same. Let's start with our leadership. They would be laughable if their impact wasn't so tragic. Our governor, Bruce Rauner, is running a re-election campaign with the mantra, "I'm not in charge." Seriously. And it's clear he hasn't been in charge or even been a competent conservative leader. He consistently failed to enact any real reforms and is responsible for Illinois going 2 years without a budget. He even signed a bill providing taxpayer-funded abortions. Wow. Our other leadership is just more of the same, passing a 32% tax hike and an unbalanced budget. Combine that with continual discord within the Republican Party and their inability to stand up to Mike Madigan and the political machine. Or what about House Republican leader Jim Durkin and his stunning conflicts of interest? This year we found out he uses his office to pass legislation increasing local government debt. Then he uses his position as a municipal bond lawyer to make hundreds of thousands of dollars for his law firm by securing more debt. Embarrassing. Sadly, one thing many of our elected representatives on both sides share is responsibility for the culture of corruption that runs rampant in Springfield. We found out this fall that complaints and allegations of abuse within the legislature were sent to an investigative office without an inspector general, meaning these complaints were never looked into. This shows an even darker side of the overall problem in Illinois that rings scarily true. Victims of abuse or bad policy can't look to the people in charge for help when they need it. It seems there's no real interest in fixing the many issues facing Illinois. But 2018 doesn't have to be like 2017. If voters don't want history to keep repeating itself, it's time to wake up and act. Pay attention to the new class of candidates stepping up across the state to challenge failed career politicians. Ask questions about how well your current representative has served you. Look to Jeannie Ives as the alternative to Governor Rauner's lack of leadership. She'll be your voice and is a proven conservative powerhouse. Turn to the conservative reform candidate Mickey Straub to replace Jim Durkin, who's only in it for himself. Mickey will change that by putting constituents and conservative ideals first. And the list goes on. There are good people running to represent the things you believe in. But you have to be active and aware. You have the power to make 2018 much better for yourselves and your families. It just boils down to whether you've had enough. I sure have. You've been warned, and Merry Christmas. For more Upstream ideas, go to upstream-ideas.com.